Who doesn't love going on adventures? Everyone loves them, especially kids. And many former kids like myself still retain such traits. Ah yes, adventures. You know, that comes from the Middle English word adventure, or adventurous, which means about to happen. And when you're on an adventure, you never know what could happen. I guess that's what makes them fun and exciting. Of course, nowadays we need to be careful going out. But that doesn't mean we still can't enjoy what it would be like on adventures. No truer statement than that describes our beloved hero Sonic. So why describe so much about adventures in Sonic when he's got a game library full of them to talk about? Even though he does, I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm talking about his original cartoon. No, not the Saturday morning cartoon, which will get its own episode. I'm talking about the show that aired during the weekdays, simply dubbed AoStH by the fans. Was it good back then? Does it still hold up today? Let's look deeper into it. I'm the optimistic Sonic fan, and I like the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Since this is only a half-hour show, I won't be able to cover all the episodes of The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and will only focus on the first few. Why not? This gives us more opportunities to talk about this nostalgic show in greater detail. The show's head writers, Bruce and Reed Shelley, formatted it as a spin-off of the original show idea of Sonic the Hedgehog, known as Sad AM by fans. Len Jansen was the head writer for the show under the ABC network. All three were involved, but Bruce and Reed aimed for a humorous show akin to the United Kingdom's Sonic the Comic published by Fleetway. Jansen wanted a darker tone, so they settled on Creed in two shows. One became Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, airing on weekdays, and the other turned into Sad AM, airing on Saturday mornings. Both shows premiered simultaneously in 1993. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog lasted for 65 episodes from September 6th to December 3rd of 1993. It even had a Christmas special that aired 3 years later. But that's another episode for another time. Without further ado, let's dive into the show. The first episode in terms of production order was titled Super Special Sonic Search and Smash Squad. Try saying that 3 times fast. Sonic and Tails find themselves captured by Scratch and Grounder. Through a series of flashbacks, Sonic recounts how they all first met, setting the stage for the ongoing antics between the heroes and their robotic adversaries. The episode begins with Sonic and Tails captured by Scratch and Grounder. While hanging upside down in a tree, Sonic recalls their first encounter.
Well, it all started before you were born.
Dr. Robotnik gathers a huge group of Badnik bounty hunters, offering 1 billion Mobiums for Sonic. Sonic, who is in the audience, tricks each robot into their own destruction. Frustrated, Robotnik creates 2 new robots, Scratch and Grounder. Scratch is born first, thinking Robotnik is his mother. Grounder is accidentally created when an extra lever is pulled, leading to immediate bickering between the two. Coconut, demoted to latrine duty, vows to catch Sonic himself. Disguised as a chili dog vendor, he attempts to capture Sonic and Tails with a large robot, but fails. Scratch and Grounder try several clever plots to capture Sonic, eventually capturing Tails. Sonic surrenders to ensure Tails' safety. Coconuts ties up Scratch and Grounder to take credit for capturing Sonic and Tails. Sonic convinces Coconuts to put Scratch and Grounder in the cage, leading to all three Bandits being trapped. Sonic frees Tails and creates a dust storm to blind Robotnik. He tricks Robotnik into smashing his own henchman with the Eggomatic. Back in the present, Sonic escapes the tree, and he and Tails run away, leaving Scratch and Grounder empty-handed. The episode is filled with comedic moments, particularly from the antics of Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts. This episode effectively introduces the main characters and their dynamics, setting the stage for future episodes. The various schemes to capture Sonic add a layer of creativity and fun to the episode. Super Special Sonic Search and Smash Squad is a fun and engaging start to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It blends humor, action, and character introductions in a way that keeps viewers entertained and eager for more. Next up is Subterranean Sonic. In this episode, Sonic and Tails venture into the Marble Zone, where they encounter a treasure-filled cave and a greedy mole named Spelunk. As they navigate the underground tunnels, they must outsmart Scratch, Grounder, and Dr. Robotnik while dealing with Spelunk's antics. Dr. Robotnik's fuming about Sonic's activities, his deluxe highly calibrated hedgehog-o-meter detecting Sonic in the Marble Zone. He sends Scratch and Grounder there via a spring. Scratch and Grounder chase Sonic and Tails, who escape down a geyser, into a series of underground tunnels. The Bandits decide to follow them. Sonic and Tails discover a cave filled with gold and diamonds. They meet a mole named Spelunk, who thinks they want his money and tries to blast them with a cannonball, which ends up hitting Scratch and Grounder. Sonic and Tails find minecart tracks they believe will lead them out. They are pursued by Spelunk and a minecart, but manage to stop him by dressing as a crossing guard to let Turtles cross the track. Sonic and Tails are almost at the surface when Spelunk tricks them, sending them sliding back into a cage made of Diamondius, the hardest substance on Mobius. Scratch and Grounder return with Dr. Robotnik in drilling vehicles to steal Spelunk's treasure and capture Sonic. Spelunk blames Sonic for the trouble and opens a pit to the cage. The cave crumbles after Scratch and Grounder use dynamite. A large diamond breaks the cage, freeing Sonic and Tails, while Robotnik, Scratch, and Grounder fall into the pit. Sonic saves Spelunk from a fallen boulder. Grateful, Spelunk leads Sonic and Tails to safety. Robotnik, Scratch, and Grounder try to steal Spelunk's treasure. Sonic, dressed as an IRS auditor, tricks them with fake tax paperwork and blinds them in calculating paper, setting them up a conveyor belt into Robotnik's Eggomatic. Spelunk lights gunpowder on the conveyor belts, causing an explosion that sends the villains blasting off. Spelunk realizes his own greed and decides to use his fortune to buy chili dogs for Sonic and Tails. As they walk away, they see Robotnik, Scratch, and Grounder on top of the rising geysers. The episode is filled with laughs, especially from Sonic's clever disguises and the antics of Scratch, Grounder, and Spelunk. The underground setting and treasure hunt add a unique and entertaining twist to the episode. Spelunk's transformation from a greedy miser to a grateful friend adds depth to the story. Subterranean Sonic is a fun and engaging episode that combines humor, action, and creative storytelling. It showcases the series' ability to keep viewers entertained with imaginative plots and entertaining character dynamics. Lovesick Sonic is the next episode. In this episode, Sonic falls head over heels for a pretty girl hedgehog named Breezy, who is actually one of Robotnik's robots sent to distract him. As Sonic is smitten, Robotnik proceeds with his plans to destroy the underground wells of Mobius. The episode explores themes of deception, loyalty, and unexpected feelings. Sonic saves Breezy from Scratch and Grounder. Breezy flirts with Sonic, giving him a kiss and causing love hearts to appear in his eyes. Sonic is unaware that Breezy is a robot created by Robotnik. Robotnik uses his Egomatic Tunnelizer and Town Terrorizer to destroy the underground wells of Mobius while Sonic is distracted by Breezy. Breezy strokes Sonic's head and Sonic, smitten, goes to heat up a chili dog for her. Breezy then throws Tails into a Russian river and teams up with Scratch and Grounder to eliminate Sonic. Tails spies on the robot's plan and tries to warn Sonic about Breezy. However, Sonic is too infatuated to listen. Sonic writes a romantic poem for Breezy, who begins to develop feelings for him. Breezy reveals she is a robot and informs Sonic of Robotnik's plans to drain the reservoir. Sonic stops Robotnik by attaching a bungee cord to his Egomatic Tunnelizer, causing Robotnik to spring away. Breezy leaves Sonic a note expressing her hope to meet him again someday. Sonic is sad but appreciates the note from Breezy, realizing her feelings for him were genuine. The episode explores Sonic's romantic feelings and the theme of deception, adding emotional depth to the storyline. Breezy's development from a deceptive robot to someone who genuinely cares for Sonic adds complexity to her character. The final showdown between Sonic and Robotnik, along with Breezy's revelation, provides an engaging and satisfying conclusion. Lovesick Sonic is a heartfelt and engaging episode that combines romance, action, and character development. It showcases the series' ability to explore deeper themes while keeping viewers entertained with imaginative plots and emotional storytelling. Next one is Slow Going. In this episode, Dr. Robotnik uses a subatomic slow-go beam weapon to slow down Sonic to sloth motion, planning to trap him with the help of Scratch and Grounder. Sonic and Tails must navigate this slow-motion challenge and outsmart the villains to save the day. Dr. Robotnik flies to the sloth's home and uses them as bait to trap Sonic, damaging their house in the process. Rocket the Sloth sends a Morse code message to Sonic for help. Back at Robotnik's fortress, he reveals his subatomic slow-go beam weapon to Scratch and Grounder. The beam can slow down Sonic's molecules and his voice, but the effect only lasts for an hour. Sonic and Tails arrive at the Sloth's home and repair the damage caused by Robotnik. Rocket keeps watch for danger.
If you see trouble.
Scratch and Grounder start firing slow rays. Sonic figures out what the ray does and tries to evade it. Robotnik shows up and Scratch and Grounder accidentally zap him. Scratch and Grounder set a trap with Grounder disguised as a distressed sloth. Sonic stops to help, giving Scratch the chance to zap him with a slowness ray. Sonic slowly tells Tails to warn the sloths. Scratch and Grounder capture Sonic and put him in a cage in a cave. They call Robotnik to report their success. Realizing Rocket can't help, Tails goes to save Sonic himself. Tails steals the slow ray and threatens to Scratch and Grounder, but end up breaking the crystal that powers it. Back at the Sloth's home, Rocket uses the slow ray to make his family super fast. Tails and the speedy Sloths rush to save Sonic, rolling into balls and bouncing around to defeat Scratch and Grounder. Tails zaps Sonic with the ray, restoring him to his fast self. Sonic quickly defeats Scratch and Grounder. Robotnik arrives and Tails zaps him with the ray, making his Egomatic go super fast.
Gotta make sure this doesn't fall into Robotnik's hands again.
Robotnik crashes into a mountain, ending the threat. The slow motion antics and Sonic's clever solution provides plenty of laughs throughout the episode. The use of the subatomic slow-go beam weapon adds a unique and entertaining twist to the storyline. The episode showcases the teamwork between Sonic, Tails, and the Sloths in overcoming the challenges. Slow Going is a fun and inventive episode that combines humor, action, and creative storytelling. It showcases the series' ability to keep viewers entertained with imaginative plots and entertaining character dynamics. Now we move on to High Stakes Sonic. In this episode, Sonic and Tails confront Smiley, who uses deceitful techniques to enslave a group of gambling sheep and make them work on building a sphinx for Dr. Robotnik. Sonic must navigate the challenges of Robotnik's Casino Night Zone to save the sheep and free them from Robotnik's control. In a town, Smiley uses underhand techniques to gain all the material assets of the gambling sheep, eventually enslaving them to work on Dr. Robotnik's Sphinx in the desert for Robotnik Day. Smiley employs a cheating robot called the High Voltage Film Flammer to calm the sheep. Sonic intervenes, using his fast eyes to win back the sheep's belongings. The Flim Flammer malfunctions and blows up. Smiley lures the sheep to Robotnik's Casino Night Zone, where they gamble away everything again. Sonic and Tails arrive, and Sonic disguises as a maintenance worker to reset the machine and help the sheep win. Sonic leaves Tails in the nursery with a pig lady who reveals she works for Robotnik and traps Tails.
Well, you double dorsal dope. Sonic's going to help me win one big bet.
He'd never help you crumb bum.
No, you better hope that he does. I've got the perfect plan to get...
Robotnik puts Tails in a cage, but Tails manages to tie Robotnik's mustache to the bars. Smiley tells Sonic that Tails is captured, and Sonic must lose a race to Grounder to ensure Tails' safety. In the stadium, Sonic sadly walks the race, but Grounder reveals Tails' location, allowing Sonic to save him. Sonic tunnels underground to rescue Tails and wins the race. Despite Robotnik taking the sheep as slaves, Sonic runs to the desert and sets them free. Sonic redesigns Robotnik's Sphinx to look like himself, which upsets Robotnik. The Sphinx winks at Robotnik, causing him to break down and cry. The sheep asks Sonic if they could be good freedom fighters. Sonic considers it risky, with the high stakes being Mobius free of Robotnik. The episode is filled with comedic moments, especially from Sonic's disguises and the antics of Scratch, Grounder, and Robotnik. The use of the Casino Night Zone and the race add a unique and entertaining twist to the episode. The final showdown and the rescue of the sheep provide an engaging and satisfying conclusion. High Stakes Sonic is a fun and inventive episode that combines humor, action, and creative storytelling. It showcases the series' ability to keep viewers entertained with imaginative plots and entertaining character dynamics. As we wrap up this episode of The Optimistic Sonic Fan, Hey! Who turned out the lights? I can't like everything. In Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, one aspect that didn't sit well with me was how Tails is often portrayed as weak and constantly getting captured. It gets annoying, to be honest. Also, the Sonic Says segments, while sometimes great, can often feel like nonsensical fillers. There, I said it. Now leave me alone! We've had a fantastic time diving into the first few episodes of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. From Sonic's heroic antics to the hilarious situations with Dr. Robotnik and his quirky schemes, there's always something to enjoy. The series brings a fresh, nostalgic twist to our beloved characters, filled with action, humor, and heartwarming moments of friendship. Despite some annoyances like Tails' portrayal and occasional filler segments, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog continues to capture the essence of what makes Sonic so iconic. Thank you for joining me on this upbeat and exciting journey through adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm the optimistic Sonic fan, and I'll see you next time.